Apparently, this is bothering so many people. I mean, when you all don't bother people, do you know how much you really bother somebody else? Because you're not bothering people because you're staying to yourself. You are secretly building. You are acquiring so many things in your life. You're making the right decisions that you need to make. You're very private right now in this season. You're a really reserved person right now in this season of your life, and people are bothered by it. I mean, they're highly bothered by it because they can't trigger you to come out of that anymore. They can't trigger parts of you that's been healed. When a person cannot trigger parts of you that's been healed, when they cannot trigger you to violate your own integrity and your character, it bothers them. When I say somebody is bothered, somebody is so bothered that you're not bothered. You don't have time. What God is doing in your life, you just don't have the time. You don't have time to place yourself in positions where it's going to stunt your growth. You don't have time to be in conversations that are not beneficial. Your ears aren't trash cans. When you make a decision to do better for yourself, and when people start seeing you emulate these things, you can get ready for so much trash talking. You can get ready for so many people to start sowing discord. You can look for people to do their best to poison the minds of other people who loved you, who supported you. You can get ready for all that. So God really wants to know from all of you, can you really stand to be blessed? No, are you really ready? I know you're saying you're ready, but God said, are you really ready? Do you really know what it means when I bless your life real good? Think about the little blessings that you have now and think about how much flack you get from people. Now, the more God increase you, the more God favor your life, the more God open doors and give you opportunities and breakthroughs, the more hate you're going to get. Can you take it? You got to be able to take a hit and get up and keep moving. And you're going to have people around your corner family that's going to be able to take a lick and keep on ticking too. But it's bothering people that you're not bothered. See, when you allow people to know what they do to you bothers you, you give them fuel that energizes them. But you pull the plug. They don't have a life support because you're not talking, you're unfazed and you're unbothered. That's really healthy to stay into that mode of being unbothered and unfazed and become laser focused. If you want something, you got to hone in on it and you got to do what hurts. You got to make the decisions that's tough. That's where you're going to see your growth and that's where you're going to see increase. This is where you're going to see the productivity that you really want to see when you do it when you don't feel like it. If you do it when you feel like it, that's nothing. When you wake up one morning and you don't want to do anything that you're called to do, you don't want to do anything to fill it with that business, when you don't want to go to the gym, when you don't want to train, but you do it anyway, this is when you're going to see results. This is when it counts. People want to knock you off your square. They do. People want to knock you off your square because to them, they feel like you're on a high horse. See, that's just envy talking. That's jealousy talking. Because you used to explain yourself. You used to show how much you care. You used to wear your feelings on your shoulder. So now you don't wear your feelings on your shoulder. See, people don't know how to maneuver you now. See, people don't know what darts to throw now because you're not helping them destroy you. This is why it's good to stay in a season where you're quiet. Learn to walk alone. You're never alone because God is always there. But sometimes a physical person is not going to be there. God don't want some people there. They don't need to be there. Never stand at a door that's closed and knock on it. If God has shut a door in your life, don't stand at that door and knock on it. If it's closed, it's closed. You don't need to go in that door. It's not beneficial for you. It's going to harm you. It's going to injure you. It's going to hinder what God has for your life. Never in your life stand at a door that God shut in your face. Because standing at a closed door and knocking on it is not going to open it because God already told all of us, He said, I'm going to shut a door in your life that no man can open. God said, I'm going to do it. Now, people may think they had a hand in it. God said, I'm going to shut the door because you won't close it. I'm going to remove this person out of your life because you don't have the courage to do it. I'm going to allow so much trouble on this situation. You're going to do what I told you to do. See, that's one thing about God. Y'all listen, I had to learn that the hard way. Ooh, Lord have mercy. So many times in my life where you just don't want to do something, and not in a bad way, but you may be helping a person. You might be helping somebody, and you might have been with that person for a season, 2, 3 seasons, and you just don't want to let that person go. You just want to hold on to that person and keep pouring. But when God wants you to stop pouring, you're going to stop pouring because God will allow something to happen in that situation where you're going to be forced to walk away. People are triggered because you're not. You are triggering people because you're smiling. People are going to say it's fake. You're not being real. Yes, you are, family. I want all of you to learn this. If you're not doing this, learn not to care about what people think to the degree where it controls your entire life, your emotions, how you feel when you get up, if you lay down, if you don't do something in life. Never give that person so much power. Never. Don't give the enemy power over you. Get the devil out the driver's seat of your life. He's supposed to be on your feet, remember? You're not supposed to be walking beside you. He's not supposed to sit at your table. No, the enemy belongs under your feet. You're going to use what tried to break you as a stepping stone. And that's what God is going to do in this season. God is going to elevate you. God is going to increase. Your life is going to soar. And you're going to keep going from level to level. You are right in the face of the people that tried to break you. Right in their face. God is saying right in your face. The ones that embarrassed you, God said, I'm going to bless you right in their face. The one that caused so much shame and grief in your life and pain and trauma, God said, I'm going to bless you real good in these faces. Yeah, those people that were smiling then, they were smiling at your pain. They were smiling because you couldn't hardly get by. They were smiling and laughing because you was robbing Peter to pay Paul. And it just looked like every time they looked back at life and saw you, you were getting deeper and deeper in debt. You were going deeper and deeper in the pit. God allowed that illusion to be what it was, an illusion. But that was not what God was doing. God just allowed the enemy to see that so they can move around. God wanted them to go. God wanted people to move around. You got to understand God. He does everything for your good. It may not feel good to you, but it's for the best for you. When you're not bothering people, it bothers people. When you're not communicating with people like you used to, it is killing people that you're not reaching out. It really is. It is eating them up to the core. It is eating people up on the inside when you're not questioning, when you're not asking questions. When you do a 360, not a 180, but when you do a 360 and people knew you a certain way and now you are totally, I mean, totally different, they got a problem with that because you can't be controlled anymore. You can't be. You thinking for yourself. You're making your own decisions. Take your power back. And when you take the power back from the enemy, don't give the power back. Don't give your power away. You know, you give your power away when you don't know who you are. You have to know who you are so you don't fall for anything. If you don't know who you are, you can fall for anything, any scheme, any lie, any manipulation, because you don't know who you are. Stay unbothered. Stay unfazed. You have to be, because you don't have time to deal with low vibrational people. That's too low for you. You're not about drama. You are about producing. And when people see you are opposite of that, they got a problem with it. It's bothering them. It's bothering so many people that you're changing for the better, that you're desiring better for your life. It's gonna bother people. And it's gonna always be the people who are crabs. They're not going anywhere. You can look back on your life 5, 10 years ago. These same people that used to be in your life, they're probably in the same place. But see, you keep elevating. And that's what's bothering them because they couldn't pull you back. They couldn't. You called and you chosen. And God has something for you to do in this world, and you're going to do it. Nothing can stop it. Nothing can hinder or prevent or frustrate the plan that God has in your life. Listen, the wheel is turning, and it's turning in your favor. People are bothered because you're not bothered anymore. You don't care. You don't care. Now they care. That's how it goes. You don't chase anything. You don't chase anybody. You're a queen. You're a king. You sit in the seat of authority and you let it come to you. God said the blessings of the Lord will bring you down and overtake you. And that's exactly what God is going to do. God's going to make things up to you. God's going to compensate you for everything people took from you. He's going to compensate for you everything that you lost. He's going to compensate for you the time that you thought you wasted. He's going to compensate you. And he said he'll give you double for your trouble and for your former shame. Think about those things. Think about the times where you were embarrassed and you were made ashamed. Think about all the trouble that you had to go through with. God said, I'm going to give you double for all that. You get a reward when you go through things in life when you belong to God. That's a blessing. You are blessed and you are highly favored of the Lord. Share this message. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Like and share. Listen, all of you are amazing. And there are some of you still writing into emails and asking, how can you donate? Listen, family, go to the description box of the video. That information is in there. There's a Cash App information for you. Don't forget, if you do it, you're led to do it by the Holy Spirit. Just send it as a donation or a gift, or you can send it in the mail. Those of you who are from the UK, I'm receiving your royal mail. I'm so happy knowing that God is reaching different parts of the world. It's just a blessing, and help us here to continue to reach more souls who are hurt and broken and fragmented for God, because we need God, family. Even when He answers your prayers, we still need Him, because there's something else that we're going to need God to do for us. I don't know about you, but that's for me and my house, honey. We're going to serve the Most High. I love y'all so much. Talk later.